Wagwan, I hope that you're fine and this video gonna find you good of health. How are you? How am I? I'm fine, as you can see, and I thank God for this beautiful moment. So guys, before you watch this video up to the end, give it a thumbs up. Number two, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. This is my backup channel. Take me to 1K subscribers. Actually, I depend on you. Please take me to 1K. To 1K subscribers. My people, it is an evening here in Kenya as I do this video. But at least it is kind of warm. You know, when I was at work during the day, it was so cold. You saw the way I was dressed because it was cold, but I feel kind of warm here. So guys, this whitey street is full of drama. Let me tell you, Rosio went to Europe. Guys, isn't that a big step? Actually, we should be here clapping for Rosio. Tell me, who can take such a step? And especially if you're a first-time mother. Number one, you don't know how to handle babies that much. Do you understand? You are trying to navigate, you know, to balance everything, And then, pop, we see you on flights, Kenya to London, and then London to other parts, like you're moving. You know, I was looking at Rosio at the streets of London and Brussels, and I was like, my people, how many of these people that are coming after Rosio can do the same thing? How many of you have that confidence to get out of their small carbon? I know I'm also in a small carbon. That one I know it very well. But guys, let us be honest. Majority of us, if we were given a GoPro and told to go out and vlog, we won't be able to do that. Because guys, you need confidence. You need confidence. You need courage, for you to shoot videos, you know, on streets, in aeroplanes, etc and etc. But when I'm here, imagine I'm just in my own comfortable space. There's no interference. The only people that are around me as I do this are my family members. And of course, we are used to each other. So there's nothing, like I don't feel any pressure. I don't feel awkward or whatever. But now, if I was to go to Europe, number one, changing flights, hey, I don't know how it can be. And to make the story to be, you know, very interesting, you are catching flights and you have a small baby. Guys, carrying a small baby, I think we have all agreed, it's not easy. Sometimes even just carrying a small baby from home to church, it is so hectic. Like they can't even settle in church. If you have ever had a small baby, you know what I'm talking about. You arrive in church, sometimes they don't want to sit down. You have to go outside. You keep on walking in and out of church until it reaches a point where people stop going to church because of, you know, having small babies. Hey, I have experienced that, and especially with my daughter. Sometimes we would go to church. We just go to church very well. We get to church, but she can't stay still. And of course, she's a baby. I don't expect her, like I didn't expect her to kind of be seated and settled. And most of the time, it was just a matter of in, out, until it becomes kind of, you know, like a nuisance. And sometimes I would just go and spread my lasso, sit there with my baby and listen to the priest as they preach while in church, and I'm seated out. So that is how much a baby, you know, can drive you crazy. So I was looking at this Our Lady Rosio in London, in Brussels, in Bragol. Is that the name? Please. Rosio was very comfortable going around trying to support the baby's head. GoPro on one, you know, hand. The handbag is here. The baby is on her chest. And Rosio is talking. Guys, we need to give Rosio a standing ovation. This jealousy is not taking you anywhere. It is not taking you anywhere. You will sit there and talk. But if you are given the same challenge, I am so certain you can't actually do what she did. You can't be comfortable sleeping in hotel rooms. I have seen most of you coming out and bragging, oh, she was washing baby Maisha in those sinks. She doesn't know whether drunkards were there, they vomited in the sink. Or I don't know, maybe the beds are not clean. People went there and knocked each other. You know, all those crazy imaginations. Just because it's Rosio. Guys, Rosio has done so well. And I strongly believe the next time she goes out to travel, guys, she'll be unstoppable. She will be unstoppable. I don't know this time she'll go up to where. Maybe America. I don't know. But that is how I feel. That is what I think. Of course, I think she'll just go all the way to America. And Rosio will be very comfortable shooting video wherever she was at the museum. She brought videos to us. Remember when she was was it Brussels or Brussels, when they were going round in a boat, going around the city. Very comfortable with the baby. Let me tell you guys, someone like me with water, I fear water. And therefore, I can't imagine how I can get in a boat with my baby. That one is a big no. I remember there's a day I went to an amusement park with my son and my nephew. My son was around 3 to 4 years old. And then there was this, like a swimming pool, but it is kind of artificial and kind of muddy inside. And then they have boats where babies are, not even just babies, people visiting the park can, be taken round. I remember they really convinced me a lot to allow my son to get into the boat. And when my son was in the boat, I couldn't sit. I couldn't sit down and just watch. Anytime my son would just take his hand and maybe wants to touch the water, I would shout at the top of my voice. I would shout at that guy and tell him, where? My son is going to fall in the water. And that guy was like, just relax. You just relax. Stay there. We are going to bring back your boy. Guys, I couldn't settle. So when you look at Rosio, she's very comfortable and she enjoyed every minute of it. Every minute of it. She was so happy. She had a great experience. She went to various places. And to top it all, that is the United Kingdom. And she couldn't imagine. She made it. And so many people are happy for her. Apart from these naysayers that have been calling out on her. I was listening to Koko Mama and I almost fainted. Koko Mama, do you know the meaning of PORN? Breastfeeding is so common. Why would you come after Rosio and say she's practicing something that is not, allowed in YouTube? Let me tell you guys, any content creator that has monetized their channel, we know the guidelines very well. And that is why sometimes you write some words, like you remove some letters and you can put there a star, you can put there a number just to misspell the word. Because we know what YouTube needs and what it doesn't need. So, Koko Mama just sitting comfortably somewhere there, I don't know, in Saudi Arabia or wherever, saying Rosio is exposing her nipples to the people. Was that nipple out like this? Was it not in the mouth of baby Maisha? How can you come and say she's, doing PORN? Do you get the tingle? P to the O to the R to the end. Like, seriously. Who says that? Unless you are just a mad woman. Yeah? You must be mad. You need some check. You said you are a nurse? Can you go to whichever the hospital you work at and let them check your head so that you know whether you're okay or not? Did you see her nipple? Was the nipple not in Maisha's mouth? How did you see the nipple, guys? Help me. Maybe I did miss something. I need to understand. Maybe I overlooked. Did you see Rosio's nipple? If you saw, drop your comment right here. Guys, the reason why I have done this video is purposely to let you know that Rosio is not the first mother that has traveled the world with a baby. I have talked so many times about the Mazelee family. And today I want to attach their clip right here. So I'm going to attach their clip so that you see for yourself. You listen to the number of kids they always travel with. Guys, you'll be shocked. If you have never watched this family, you'll be shocked. So let's take a moment and listen to them.
Uganda. But first we're going to have a 15-hour flight to Doha, Qatar. And then we're going to have another 16-hour layover actually in Qatar, in the airport. And then we're going to take another plane to Entebbe for another 6 hours. So technically, altogether, we are going to be traveling for
30.
37 plus 5. 37 plus 5.
42. But technically
42 hours. Oh my gosh, 42 hours on a flight with 8 kids.
no, but technically, Mom, we're gonna be going. You say how long our like trip is, right?
Yeah,
So technically, we're staying there.
Oh yeah, weeks, days, hours. All right, get in the car. Hey, so you don't get down off that truck. No, no, we can't move. We want to go up there.
No, I need that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
So guys, how many children do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! And don't come here and tell me that some of those kids are already grown. Let me tell you, they have been traveling the world as they keep on adding more children to their family. That is the tingo. That is the tingo. Of course, if you've been following this family, you know, the lady was married elsewhere, and some of those children are from her first marriage. And then there are this that she added with her husband. But having small children has never stopped them from traveling. Imagine this clip that I've attached. They were coming from America to Uganda, and it was a 48 hours flight with just a layover in Qatar. Is it Qatar or Dubai? Somewhere. Either Qatar or Dubai. Just for a short period of time. Actually, it was around 1 hour. And then all the way to Uganda. Guys, please, come out here and tell us, why is it that you've never seen this family? Why have you never said anything about them? And they are always traveling. They are always on the move. On the move from this point to this point. And for them, they travel all over the world. I think they've gone to so many countries. And they go the whole. By the way, their channel is big. It has around 2.25 million subscribers. It is a huge channel. Guys. And then there's someone who wants to sit and crucify Rosio for traveling with baby Maisha. I don't know this narrative of people saying, oh, they should have waited for the baby to be 5 years. Like 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sitting and waiting for a baby to grow. Is that not putting your life at a stop? And then remember, Marwa is a travel content creator. And Marwa said he'll be traveling with his family. So, you want Marwa to sit down for 5 years, waiting for Maisha to be 5 years old, so that he can travel. And you are the same people when Marwa was in Argentina. You are always calling out on Marwa, oh, go back to Kenya, can you travel? Why are you stuck in Argentina? Don't you have money? These people came up with all the stories. Or some said, I don't know, Rosio had given Maro some juju. Oh, Maro is stuck in Argentina. Maro cannot get out of Argentina. Maro's channel is going to die because of Rosio. And now you are asking them to wait for Maisha to be 5 years old. Let me tell you guys, traveling with one child is not easy. Now imagine this family, the Mazelee family, with 8 of them. How hard it is. I understand by now there are some that are teenagers. You can now, get totally confused. You have teenagers, you have those ones that are at the middle there, and then you have those ones that are small. You can imagine how hectic the whole thing is. And when you go watch them when they are packing before they travel, guys, your mind will be blown away. It's never easy. Look at the number of suitcases that they carry. A lot. You can imagine how much they spend. They travel as a family of 10. So you can imagine how much do they spend as they move from country to country. So that you don't come out here and expose your foolishness by you trying to put Rosio down because she's traveling with her baby. That is how foolish you look. Because Rosio is not the first woman. In fact, Rosio and Mara traveled with Maisha from Argentina to Kenya. They are not the first parents to travel with their children. We have Naka and DOM. Let's take a minute and watch Naka and DOM and their baby.
This is you. Hello, Gio. Oh my God. It's so big.
All the FaceTime.
Hey, yeah, thank you. You're so
You
big.
think he changed much?
Oh my goodness, did he ever? He's gotten so big. Look at these cute little running shoes. So big.
Give a hug, Gio. Give a hug.
Bye.
Give a hug to Grandmama,
Give me a
Gio.
hug. Give
A
me a
hug.
hug. Aww.
Say bye, Gio. Bye.
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 Bye. See you later.
Okay.
High five. Yay. Yay.
Oh, those allergies, guys.
Just look at another lovely couple, Naka and DOM, and their baby. They are always moving all over. And by the way, that baby has traveled to so many places. And Naka and DOM are always creating content. By the way, they are also content creators. Their channel has over 1 million subscribers. They are always on the move. If they are not traveling out of their country, they are always moving. Most of their content they do not from their home. They are always moving, shopping, doing what and what. Why have you never come out to say their child is going to be tired? They are tiring the child. Why is it always Maisha? Of all the children, why is it Maisha? And the answer is simple. You don't like them. You don't. And that is why you are, you are kinda myopic. You close your eyes to what other people are doing. But when it comes to the Maros family, your eyes are very as wide as, I don't know, whatever. You want to know what they do. You want to look at how they're feeding Maisha so that you can come out and critique. As if you have nothing else to do. As if they're the only people that are moving around with their child. This small boy of Naka and DOM has traveled to many countries. He's called Gio. Or is it? Yeah, Gio. I think so. They have traveled to so many countries. The other day they were in Dubai. They spent some good time in Dubai. They are now in Canada. I don't know by the time this video goes up whether they'll have left Canada. I am not sure. They have traveled to the Caribbean with the baby. All over with the baby. Nobody has ever said anything. Now the naysayers can't see. Their eyes are suddenly, blind. But when it comes to Maro and Rosio, they're like this. They want to, get deep into the life of this family and come out and talk about them. Oh, this baby is tired. Oh, Rosio does not know how to take care of her baby. Oh, Rosio should not be traveling with baby Maisha. Oh, Maro should not have allowed Rosio to go to Europe with baby Maisha. What exactly do you want? So my guys, I don't know what to think about this video. Please drop your comment. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe. I am on the road to 1K subscribers. And help me get to 1K. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.